Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to First Attempt Weightlifting. This is John Filippini, and with me is Aaron Adams.
What's up?
All right, first off, feel free, of course, if you want your videos reviewed on First Attempt, feel free to send them to us in an email at firstattemptweightlifting@gmail.com. And, of course, if you like what we're doing and you just want to spread the word, we'd love if you like, comment, and subscribe to what we're putting out.
I love likes, guys. It makes me happy.
Loving, like, I feel like there's a... Anyway. Anyway, so I feel like he's just big on commitment there. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at Warren's video here. He's been working with me a little bit down at Tough Temple CrossFit down in Bethesda, Maryland. And honestly, he's been a little bit of a puzzle for me because he's got an interesting background. He's a former gymnast. Very, I give him one cue and he's very coordinated. He's certainly strong as hell. And honestly, he's got a lot of potential, but there's been certain things I've been having trouble putting together. So I'm bringing in Aaron here really for a second opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video.
Jesus Christ, he just stood up with a dead stop front squat with I don't care how much weight it is. He stood up from a dead front.
Just what I'm saying. He is strong as hell.
Wow.
That's certainly not his issue.
That's like a facepalm for me, man.
You're talking about the fact that he's that far forward at a dead stop. All right, yeah. I actually had to give him a talking to recently, and he totally got it with this position, that's where actually a little bit of risk of injury is there for these lifts, that you can cause some wrist injury just catching your elbow on your knee.
He's on his toes here. Pulls it back, gets his chest up a little bit, hangs out, just like, what's up, guys? Let me make sure I'm in the right position, and just stand up.
Yeah, I mean, this is about 215 pounds, so it's just about...
That's 215?
That's just about 100 kilos. So, let's go ahead and see what's actually going on here. Let's go back to the lift.
Warren, you're killing me, bro. Alright, so, here's what I'm seeing on this lift, okay? We're seeing us pull off the floor. And as soon as he pulls off the floor, you can see, boom, everything starts shooting forward, okay? As soon as he pulls off the ground, boom, butt rises. He's already on the center of his foot on his toes.
Yeah, totally. And we've already talked about that. He's pretty good at correcting that one since this video was taken. But that one piece alone, but there's still more to happen here.
Right. And even this position, I'd be cool if he was back like...
I was going to say, you can actually go ahead and take a look at this, and you can see how far away, how much space there is from the knee there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's a decent bit of distance, actually, from my opinion, but... Then,
that's fair.
Which is why he ends up chasing it pretty quick.
Right. So what happens? Brings his hips forward in order to meet the bar. And look at those heels, guys. Again, pulling with non-flat feet. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, guys. But seriously, you need to be in an upright torso position if you're going to have your heels up off the ground.
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, you can see how the shoulders are basically shrugged forward at that point rather than being pinned back. And that's another piece of the same problem.
Arms coming in here like that. I mean... There's bigger glaring issues that need time, but this is where John and I got a little fired up on each other a little bit earlier, which is this motion right here. So I want you guys to focus your attention on just what's happening right here, basically from the middle of the thigh down, okay? So what we have him shooting forward, and then he lifts his heels towards his butt, his knees shoot forward, he jumps forward, and he gets under the bar. Now, I call this a donkey kick.
Which is funny, because from the CrossFit world, which I've spent most of my time coaching weightlifters in a CrossFit setting, and, the CrossFit world usually uses the word donkey kick to mean somebody really lifting their feet way off and then slamming them back down with a huge amount of noise.
Force, right, you hear it. Now, what I'm saying is that he's doing the same exact motor pattern, he just has it on lockdown. He's keeping that thing sly and under the radar, okay? Now, what that happens to do is, A, he'll make the basketball squeak. Like, when people play basketball, you can hear the squeak on the floor. Yeah. And as you said, he does do that, yeah?
He totally does, no doubt.
Right. And what that's doing is that means he's kicking his feet forward. Instead, what I typically like to tell people is to shuffle their feet out. And what that means is that you're not lifting your heels towards your butt. You're literally just going to shuffle your feet out in this position, okay? So that's what I would like to see in that. And what that does, though, with that little donkey kick, he ends up shooting his knees forward. His center of gravity goes even further forward in order to try to meet the bar. In order to compensate, again, forward, rounds his back, and tries to bring it back into place like a
like a champ.
Like a
honestly,
champ,
they
dude.
does that. But at the same time,
God.
you're feeling like the fact that from this position, this kind of odd snake forward that he's doing there underneath the bar, which actually we saw from Jack a couple weeks ago. You feel like that motion is actually the same motor pattern that causes people to really donkey kick a whole bunch?
Yeah. I don't disagree that if he stays flat-footed, none of this might happen.
Yeah, it's very possible that's the cause before any of this.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is that if he can keep his heels from trying to kick towards his butt and shuffle it out, it may very well help him in this specific instance. However, I think that staying flat-footed overall would be a much, much better option.
That's always a strong play anyway.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try. Totally.
All right, cool. So thanks, guys. Like, comment, share everything on Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. And email us at firstattemptweightlifting@gmail.com. Talk to you guys soon.
We'd love to check your videos out. Take care.